What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to another mind-boggling, brain-tickling, rib-cackling episode of Tea Time right here on PlusTvAfrica. Tea Time is an entertainment and lifestyle show that brings you any and everything in the entertainment space. If it's popping, we got it. All right, I'm your host with the most, Antonia Oshley, aka Anto, aka your mother's favorite daughter-in-law. And of course, I can't do this alone. Besides you guys that are my amazing viewers, I have with me the chocolate dripping, the man with enchanting physiognomy, the man of many talents, the ever blazing, the greatest chef you ever see. Don't take my word for it. You have to eat his food. I have the eighth wonder of the world, Mouse, my main SG.
Wait, before I react, what do you want?
Mouse.
No, just say what you want.
Discuss in the other room. In the
upper room. Let's just
upper room.
Not the other room. What's going on?
I'm good.
You look to fly as usual.
And man, you have to stay late now.
I'm trying to keep up.
You can't look like what we're going through.
What are you going through?
I'm going through a lot.
Apart from few scarcity, what are you doing?
See, just even get here today. You know our PMP day in town. Everyone was
Okay. But why should it be that way though? Like once a dignitary or a leader in our society is visiting our neighborhood, everything has to go bad for we the citizens. Like is that
security for us is not guaranteed. So
do you understand? I was talking to one of our camera people, men here earlier today, and he was like, "Oh, they went to cover one of his commissioning or something, and the security was so bad the way they were pushing them that when he gets to a place that if you move, you'll be shot." That's what the guy said. If you move, we shoot. I'm like, why? Is he not supposed to be serving us? Like, what's going on?
They're aware of the threats, insecurity threats everywhere. So anybody is a suspect.
It is well, me. I'm not going to be anywhere around.
It's well, I beg. It's Trending Tuesday, and of course, 24th of January it is, which happens to be the World Compliment Day. Sure, you understand? You felt that my compliment. You received
I saw what you did.
Enter.
I saw what you did.
Yeah, and this is an unofficial day which started in 1998 by Debbie Hoffman and Kathy Chamberlain as a way to tell people in our lives how much we appreciate them. You see something about appreciating people where most people, they take that thing for granted, and they end up doing it in that person's absence, either on burials or the person is about to die. Like, oh, please, I really. So I feel the habit of constantly appreciating our loved ones, people that are always there for us, or people in our lives. It's something that we need to imbibe and start.
So I would just start this because I think it starts when some of the people you spend the most time with as a working class person are people in your work environment. You spend more time with them than you spend at home, right? So it starts from here. Let's just start. You get to work today. Oh, hi, what's up? How are you doing today? Oh, well done for that job. Well done for that job. So I'm going to say this. Now, the first time I met Tonya, she was one of those people who are like, this guy just get
this guy narrates me at all.
Hold on, no. Tonya has this annoying thing. She's just like she can't even be bothered. I'm like, why? Like, and when she does something wrong, just say, okay. Tonya will ask you that, are we going through the door? That's the door. So, Miles, you mean we should go through the door? Like, duh.
It's the information.
We're supposed to go through the door, right? So that used to bug me until after a while, like, this girl is actually a really, really cool G. So I really appreciate you, everything you do and all you stand for. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. My polo white, my face shoe. This thing can't contain my head, but let's move on with the show. Wow. What's going on there? These are siblings here, and
the guy asked initially. The guy asked, like, who's the smartest one amongst both of you? The guy said him. So okay, so let me ask the other one. That's the younger sister.
Wow.
0 multiplied by 9. She said 0.9. How many colors are there in the rainbow? She says 4. What rainbow? What's our rainbow?
The guy is
now,
what's
the capital of Australia? She say the capital letter A, like the capital letter A. That's the capital.
Capital.
It's
crazy.
You know what the brother said? Right? The brother said she's not my style. She was adopted. I don't know her.
And they're meant to win a certain amount.
$100, man. That's something.
But you see this kind of random questions people pop at us on the road and all that. There's something that actually take you off your feet in that moment. Well, you know it, but because of
they just play safe by saying I can't remember. I don't know right now.
Saying nonsense.
Then saying nonsense. Like just I don't know.
Please. But what's the capital of Australia?
Is the capital A? Wow. No, is that A? So you said
No, I'm just like trying to pick your brains.
So you're picking my brain.
What's the capital of Australia?
Is the capital in that A?
Wait, are you in
Sydney?
You know what?
Gosh.
I'm going to act like I didn't just remember that right now. Green flags that we see in people are not as bright as the red flags. This is because most of the time the red flags are they're indicators of the things that you cannot put up with, that you're meant to have figured out before you guys become serious or something.
Right.
But the person is showing you their good sides, and you're like, okay. You're looking for something bad.
Like
there's
what?
that anticipation that there has to be something that
do you understand?
I should be. Like
this guy had all the green flags. Like, I do so nice, I do, and you see one guy with one massive red flag.
Very
That's the one you want to be with. Like, isn't that just crazy? And we see all the good things in someone, but we still keep waiting. Like, there should be something bad
like
somewhere.
they're not sure of happiness or good, like good things. We don't see it as it's real. I don't know whether it's because of I've been in too much bad situations. You feel like every good thing always has something bad.
I feel everyone is just overly guarded, and social media isn't making it even any easier.
See some people that that this thing is wrong for you. This person is treating you badly. This person is toxic, but you still want to stay.
Yeah, so there's some people like it's problem. They have problem. They'll be fine.
We have some crazy interests that people have in relationships that I don't even understand what's going on. But what can we say? People to each their own. Anyways, we have a very, very interesting discussion for today. And there's been since we entered 2023.
Right.
There's an underlying issue that we entered the new year with, and it's affecting everywhere, particularly the
new Naira notes. That was the problem too now. Okay, cool.
If you're a Lagosian or you're a Nigerian, you're a Nigerian, and you've not queued up anywhere to buy fuel, even if it's not for your car, for your house music, for your generator, or for you're balling. You're a baller. You're not a mechanic like rest of us. And so we went to the streets of Lagos and we spoke with a couple of Nigerians to see what's their take on the whole fuel hike and the scarcity. Let's hear what they had to say.
Okay.
It has affected me because I work. It has affected me a lot because, getting to work late and, everybody knows the situation of like what's happening. So it's not a tell thing. Everybody knows how it is. But, traffic, 1, 2, getting to work late and then being, no, it's crazy.
In so many ways, I pay transport. I buy things too. Okay, sure. Yeah. I buy things too, and like now I'm just coming from Bagada, so before I could get a bus was an issue for me. So I earn salary. There's no increment in salary. You understand? And prices of things increase day by day, and the salary is still static. So it's telling on me and every other person that is making use of road transport and every other thing.
Thank you for that. My job is logistic. It's really affecting me. But what can we do? Because this country, if anything happens, we take it as it comes. So, but we praise to God, everything should change. By God's grace this year, everything should change. God should intervene.
So terrible. No see as I work at this way. Today I'm looking for where to buy it. Sometimes you feel see to buy it is difficult to enter that place. So it's not easy. Everything is just paralyzed.
Well, it's affecting me like seriously. It's actually affecting everybody because movement, then the budget we've planned for maybe to go to work weekly, monthly has been increased actually. And it's affecting everybody because there is increase in price of transportation and there's no increase in price in our salary. So it's affecting everybody.
It's not just affecting me, it's affecting the whole country. The whole country, we are in trouble, except we do the right thing. And the right thing to be done is to get our PVC and vote whoever that is disturbing Nigeria out of this country and pray for Nigeria very well so that the incoming government will do us well.
Wow, it's taking a chunk of everything. Both the time, the financial aspect and everything. Frustration somehow.
Well, food is expensive. Where I was coming from, I'm supposed to take a cab. I had to take a walk. Because the fuel increment that made the fuel prices very high, transfer fare very high. So for me to manage what I have to do a little working.
Time is of essence, and so I wake up early, try coming to work, and then I'm standing at the bus stop for close to 20 minutes. So it's really taking a lot of time. And then when you want to get an alternative, like say book boat and all of that, it's expensive. So it's time consuming and it's very expensive.
Because as it stands today now, with this new increment of fuel now, you can see things has changed. And why I say so that in terms of transportation, the fuel items, the economy of Nigeria, we were even struggling with 169, but with it 185 now, in fact, the money has become double. So we're just praying that God should turn around the country for us. That's our prayer.
You see, this fuel hike is affecting everyone and everything. And I was at an event sometime late last year, and Kofi was, anchoring the event, and he was like was sharing an experience he had about this whole fuel scarcity issue. And but like one day he was going to buy fuel, and he just saw a queue that was already piled up on the road. And normally on the side of the road, the fuel queues, there's queue there, and then people can use the other side. So he just joined the queue and was waiting. So as he was getting, as when he parked, he noticed that it was not even moving for close to 40 minutes, getting to an hour. And then he came down and they went to walk down to the front, and he realized that he parked in front of a party. Like people that queued, those cars were actually parked for an event, not for. So it has kind of affected your psyche that any queue you see, you just go and join. Say, it's crazy because everybody is affected. You see someone, you finish struggling to buy fuel for over almost 300 naira. When you get to, you have to limit how long you leave your generators on because you're minimizing the fuel usage. It's intense, and how long can we keep up with this? And Nigerians,
which way?
Okay, so what's your experience with this fuel hike?
It's been crazy for me. It's been crazy. But the one thing about me is I'm actually a real true Nigerian. I know how to adapt. Like I will adapt no matter what the situation is. I always find a way to adapt. If I'm going to sit here or stand somewhere and cry and complain and lament, it won't change nothing. I'm just going to be lamenting for nothing. I'm just going to be yelling all over the place. It won't change what is happening and how it's happening. So what am I supposed to do now? This is the situation we find ourselves in, right? We've not voted out and brought in the new people who we think will be the messiahs of the country. So what am I going to do? I have 20 naira now. Let me find out how I'm going to redirect my spending. This is where I am right now. I can't spend this 20 naira in a day anymore. I have to reduce it to like 10 naira or 5 naira so that I can accommodate my other movements like transportation. See, somebody said something. Two people said something there. They said the fuel price keeps increasing and everything keeps increasing, and the salaries are still stagnant, are still in the same place. So how are we supposed to survive? I was talking to an agency I work with normally. I was talking to them at the beginning of this year, like we have to renegotiate our contract. Like I'm not going to take what I took from you guys last year. And they got angry. Like, what do you mean? I was like, it's true. Do you know how much everything is now? Are you saying, the cost for transportation from A to B, the way it was last year is what it is right now? So if you guys are not ready to work, it was nice doing business with you. Peace out. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's really annoying. It's really getting on my nerves. But yeah, again, what do we know? People might actually want to be part of the conversation.
Yeah, I feel our viewers, I know many of us are also affected by this whole fuel hike and everything. So you can call in and join in on the conversation. Let us know how you're handling this whole situation. Calling on the phone lines on 09098 408 408. Please. We'd love to hear how you're battling with this whole fuel hike and the scarcity and everything in Nigeria. Anyways, let's move on to our first story for today. Soundcity. Finally, Soundcity has credited video directors in the 2023 Soundcity MTV Awards music video category. Now, the change follows a rant by Ace video director Chidi Omori, who called out Soundcity for their oversight. Now, it was reported earlier that Ace music director Chidi Omori aired his displeasure at Soundcity's decision to credit the artists of the nominated music videos instead of the music directors in the music video category of the 2023 Soundcity MVP. Now, Chidi Omori described the decision as an insult to the music directors who were overlooked in the only category they were eligible for. He further stated that the snub was more painful because Soundcity is a TV station whose primary content revolves around music videos. I mean, did he have to complain before they knew that what they did was actually wrong?
Do you understand?
It's not fair.
Look, there are There are few award ceremonies here in Nigeria that I call the Grammys of maybe Africa, the Grammys of Nigeria, that actually appreciates and recognizes all these guys are putting in a whole lot of work. Now I'll go with Headies and the MVP, that's the Soundcity Music Video Awards, right? Now for Soundcity, it's all majorly about music.
Like their name Sound, come on.
Do you understand? Why would you guys not have a category that has to do with these directors are putting in a whole lot of work?
They're the creative masterminds.
And what these guys are doing, have you seen what these guys have churned out in the past 10 years? Okay, that's maybe stretching a bit too far. Let's say it's 5 years.
5 years.
Have you seen what these guys have been doing? Do you see what these guys are putting out there? TG especially. They're all good. All the directors out there are doing well. But TG, man, TG took himself from that boy that just shoots direct videos to does stuff that you can just think in your mind.
He's so innovative,
creative.
Come on.
Do you understand? So, and you don't think they deserve to get nominations or recognized? So you rather the musicians take the videos away. Let the musicians use their phones. Let's use their phones to record the video now.
And shout out to Soundcity though, because they actually listen to him, and because some people
he didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do that for them to know what to do. That shouldn't have been the case.
What if they didn't even listen to his post or his rants?
Trust me, they did. Trust me, they did. Because 90 to 95% of the music videos streaming on your TV screen in Nigeria right now are shot by TG.
True.
Right? So they will listen. He's already a force to reckon in the
video directing
industry. So yeah, cool. They should listen. It's just sad. Give people their flowers. It won't cost you nothing. Even if they're not winning anything, at least appreciate them. Let them know that, we see you. We see what you guys are doing. Instead of all this.
I think this is a step in the right direction, because not just for this particular award, for other awards too, there are certain categories that they should give credit to whom credit is due.
Even special effects. I think there should be for special effects.
There are so many people behind the scenes.
There should be for makeup and all that. There should be for costuming, not just music of the year, artist of the year, song of the year. Let's take it beyond that when it comes to music videos too.
Remember, you can join us on this conversation by calling in on 09098408408. Let's hear what you have to say about all our trending discussions today.
Say that number again. I know your mouth is.
Please, if you didn't hear that correctly, let me say that again. 09098408408. That's the number. Call in and let us hear from you on what you have to say about all our trending discussions. So now let's go to another trending discussion that is taking the internet by storm. This guy was in the news before about some. I won't say he snitched because he didn't really call their names precisely. Okay. And he mentioned something that happened in a hotel room. I got people. You're talking too much. You're blabbermouth. Can't keep your mouth, your own business. And he's here again. So media personality Nedu, that's person in question, is of the opinion that ladies who participate in the Big Brother Naija reality show do so just to make themselves available for customers. Now, speaking during his podcast show, Nedu said, do you know what Big Brother does for you? It takes you from the low and shoots you up, but there's no substance to hold you. Now, he said that most of these people that go on this show, they intentionally go there just to get customers. By customers, what is Nedu referring to?
Okay, so by anyways, one thing I will agree with, right, is the fact that there's no substance. You see that substance part? Like, have you seen the ratings for this BB Titans going on now? And I'm so glad that the ratings really low. I'm so glad people are not keen into it the way they used to. Some people, there was a friend of mine who had a very nasty breakup, and he was trying to move on really fast instead of him to just take his time and heal. Then he met a girl and they were talking. I was there at the table and they were talking about, so what's the plan from here? You're done with school. Like, man, if she can just get into Big Brother Naija, this is not a movie. This is real life. If she can just get into Big Brother, and myself and my guy just looked at ourselves like, really, that's your plan for your life?
That's your goal, that's your dream.
Like, that's your goal, to get into Big Brother Naija, and after that, what next? Then you'll be borrowing clothes up and down to keep an appearance. You'll be borrowing money up and down to keep an appearance. Your life becomes what? What next? A lot of them are struggling. They're not living their truth. There are very few of them, which I love, are living their truth. You see Miracle, right? You see that boy.
Low-key guy.
He won. He went to do something with his money. He went back to aviation school. He's a captain right now. He's doing well, and he just kept away from all the social media. I want to be seen. He just kept quiet and just lived his life, and he's doing very well. And Miracle is not going broke anytime soon, because that Igbo boy.
He's a set.
Do you understand? He's doing
Which thing?
Very well. And I heard he invested so much that he's about to start his own
aviation school.
Not aviation school now. His own airline. Do you understand? So that's where the boy is headed right now. Do you understand? So that's not. We are taking picture every day. We are wearing nice clothes. See us at every event. How many events have you seen that boy at? He doesn't have that time.
He's so low key, and you don't even expect that, because in the house he was kind of romantically attached to someone that is a loud person now. Like, let me know even. So
you're saying Nina is a loud girl?
No, she's actually in the media space.
When was the last time you heard about Nina?
She and her son, that they said her son bullied somebody in school.
that one.
That's crazy. But see, I feel like this whole pressure that comes with the whole Big Brother Nigeria, this thing, what do you call it?
Reality show?
Yeah, the show itself. It's something that when housemates leave the house, there are some of them that they show up to a point where they pressurize their fans into thinking that the other people are not doing well for themselves. Because when you are showing off, people are looking at you like, oh, so you have this, you're doing this well, but those are not showing off. People are be wondering, it's not the same show people went for, it's not the same platform you both had. Why are you not excelling? Why don't you have a Benz that you shown us that you just got in? Why So the whole idea of going into the house is not meant to be only to just go and entertain and just
in the first 2 days, 24 hours, you guys are already locked in and doing things.
It's crazy, because now Big Brother Naija, the Titans are on, and I just see that is a very big distraction, because
do you know people are not really focused
on a very important month in the life of every Nigerian. And your mind, everybody should be focused on what is at stake, not sitting there watching Peleng and everything.
And talking about Nedu now in Nedu's case with this matter, like you said, so if you're saying the females only go there to find customers, so what are the males going there to do? I think Nedu has been saying a whole lot in recent times, and I think he needs to calm down.
Yeah.
Right?
It's becoming controversial.
It takes nothing for your career to go from here to there. God forbid, it won't happen to him, but he should calm down. And a lot of people who are doing podcasts right now, they also need to, because you are in a podcast, you can just put it on the internet. Doesn't mean you should come and say a whole lot of BS. Just calm down. Nedu is saying too much. Like he walked in on somebody and transcopied. How? Do you know how that place works? Have you slept in that place before?
Nah,
you cannot. You don't have access to people's floors. You only have access to your floors. And the room you are talking about is not even your room. How did you have access to it?
No, he said
he's not
the
killed.
guy is his friend.
So they just left their electronic door open. I walked on me and go, hello, Nedu's here, hi. Then now you're saying women only go there. Yeah, I agree with the fact that a lot of them do not have substance, and some of them, that might be the case, but it should be more than that. That thing was supposed to be a social experiment that has gone wrong, as far as I'm concerned. Big Brother was a social experiment that has gone wrong. Now, first day, love interest, they are shipping. What's wrong with you people? Don't you have anything you want to do?
The thing is that people are of the opinion that the show promotes only negativity.
Yes! Only. That's what it's doing now. If you get into the Big Brother house now, let's even, what is the first thing, honestly, what do you think is the first thing you will want to do when you get there?
I'll be on my own. No. I'll first of all observe. Wait, this is like an audition. Right. So if I should get into the Big Brother Nigeria house, I'll be low key, very low key. People going, who is this guy? What is that game plan? What is that strategy? When it's time for arena games, see, map 4. Me, I'm very, very athletic. I used to do some. I'm just playing.
Wow.
I'm
blown away. Mind blown.
See. I just feel like Big Brother Nigeria, the lessons it teaches is not something that we need right now, or we've ever needed, because it's deviating our attention from what is important right now. And 2, the platform is meant to help people to establish themselves, sell yourself well, get brands, or just put yourself out there and sell yourself, not causing a whole frenzy and making social media to see. Please, I want to hear from you guys. If you are, I'm sure most of you are viewers or lovers of that show. Definitely, we have lots of them. So I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about the whole platform? Do you think Nedu is right by saying people go there just to find customers, or do you think there's other reasonable things you can benefit from being on the show? Anyways, moving on to brighter things, we have a logic game for you all. So it will be coming up on your screens pretty soon. And, there's always a lot to win on the Tea Time show.
What are we winning today?
We're winning 5K putting into your account,
5K.
your lines.
Courtesy, my guy, my person, my rich friend.
Courtesy Your mother's favorite daughter-in-law. If you don't know who your mother's favorite daughter-in-law is, that means you don't get it. So we'll get our logic game pretty soon. It should be on your screens.
So our logic game is really simple today, right? It's just going to show you a video of somebody juggling 3 balls. Then you just have to tell us where you think the red ball is. That's it. Once you can get that, just call in immediately and let us know, okay, the red ball is at number 1, is at number 2, or number 3.
Number 3. Please call in on 09098408408. You have 5k worth of airtime for yourself. So that's our logic game. To come up again later on, so you can just rewatch and then get your answer. Let's move on. So now I'm moving to a very, very trendy topic, because this is Shanty season. And Chidi Mokeme has revealed that he was battling Bell's palsy, and this made him stay away from the movie scene. Now, the veteran actor explained that the illness caused one side of his face to drop, and apparently it comes like a stroke and sort of affects one side of your face and gives your face like a droopy look. He explained that in an interview, and he also added that the doctor told him that it is an incurable illness. So according to him, the doctor said it was incurable. They had no cure because they didn't know what causes it. And as a result, he had to leave the movie scene to focus on his business while he hoped to get better. Now, Bell's palsy is a condition that causes sudden weakness in the muscles on one side of the face. And in most cases, the weakness is temporary and insignificant, as it significantly improves over weeks. Now, Bell's palsy may be a reaction to a viral infection, and it rarely occurs more than once. All right, so we have a caller. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Caller jackpot.
Caller.
Jackpot.
Please call again. We'd love to hear from you. Hello, good morning. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Living and I'm from.
Okay, so what do you have to say about our stories or the game?
About the game.
Okay, where is it? Where do you think it is?
The red ball is number 2.
Okay.
Really? That's your answer? Your final answer?
Yes.
What's your name again and where are you calling from?
Stevie from Ikorodu.
Stevie from Ikorodu. Okay, we'll let you know at the end of the show if you got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Stevie from Ikorodu. Okay, we'll let you know at the end of the show if you got it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so let's focus on our previous topic, Shanty Town. That first of all, before we focus on Chidi Mokeme, that movie, it's a series rather. It's a series. I think it has 6 episodes or so. I'm just starting it and it's making mad sense. So I feel that movie. How am I saying movie? It's a series.
It's a movie. It's a series. Yeah.
It's a TV series. Yeah. It's taking Nigeria by storm, and it's having a lot of controversial topics around it. And I feel the movie on this. See, you know what, Miles? What do you have to say about this?
Okay, cool. So this is what I'm going to say, right? Shanty Town for me, in my opinion, I've seen it. Right. Initially, I didn't want to say too much about it. I didn't want to water down what people have been trying to do and not make people's hard work look.
Sorry to cut you. We have a caller.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello, good morning, John.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Please, where are you calling from?
Okay, I'm calling from Abuja.
All
right. So what do you have to say about our stories or the logic game?
Okay, the game, the red ball is at number 1.
Okay.
And I want to say something concerning Big Brother.
Okay.
All right.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I think what I see in Big Brother, I was thinking anything Big Brother should be like a relative something, like a family affair. But what we now see in Big Brother is like going to do like immorality is like one of the things that they are promoting, which is not good. You understand?
Yeah.
Me, when I heard about Big Brother game, I was thinking it's a place that you go to see family something, people relate like family,
exactly.
Like morality, you see another person like your brother or your sister. Well, what I see these days, I'm just confused about Big Brother. That is just what I want to say about Big Brother. I think if they should have another program that would give us something tangible, that would promote morality. That is what I should suggest for the truth.
Bam.
That's just my take.
Thank you very much, John.
So much, John.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Exactly. Somebody had to say it.
Yeah, because the whole immorality surrounding Big Brother is
it's way too much. Like it's way too much.
And this is something that children have access to that show. People that are actually underage have access to that show, and they're watching all these things, and before you know, they want to practice it.
Oh, I want to be like, I want to be like Big Brother people.
That will be their goal, to be in the house.
Anyways,
let's move on to Shanty.
Yeah, so talking about Shanty, right? I think it was for me the only thing that made sense in the Shanty town. Yeah, was Chidi Mokeme's comeback. Right,
he's been away for so long.
He's been away for a while, and he portrayed that villain. It's the first time I'm seeing a Nigerian actor portray the villain so well. He did it well, effortlessly. Right now, people are yelling about, you know, if you're going to talk to anybody about Shanty town, what's the first thing they will say? They were naked. They saw so persons. Like, oh, I'm like, okay.
Is that the only thing you can pick?
Like, is that the thing? So it looked like a desperate. It looked desperate to me with all the nude scenes, all the violent scenes. It looked a little bit so desperate to me, right? The story wasn't all that. Okay, I didn't know. Is the story about Shantytown? Is the story about? Is it about Amanda who had quest for revenge? Is the story about Scar, which is Chidi Mokeme? Like, it's only this movie I saw a dead person. Drop voice note as like
we have another call. We have another caller. Hello, Ifunaya. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, please, where are you calling from?
Calabar.
Wow, Calabar. Wow. All right. So, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? Share with us
About the
logic game. Oh, so what's your answer?
My answer is 1.
Number 1. So you think the red ball is in number 1? Final answer?
Yes.
All right. Just hold on to the show. Hang in there. So before the show wraps up, we'll tell you if you're correct or if you're not getting any 5K. All right. So Shanty Town.
I've not finished. This is paying me. No vex.
Sorry.
I'm just sorry.
Okay, carry on.
Now, then it was overly star-studded for what? All these glorified Wakapas rules, it's for what? It was overly star-studded. We had too many of them. Like, that's what a lot of movies are beginning to do now.
Yeah.
Don't pack too many of these people inside. Like, I don't understand. And even hinted at season 2, because I saw Tony, but I'm like,
and we don't know if
I'm like, what is going on again? Do you understand? So it was okay for. The storyline was watery, wasn't all that, for me, right? All the things we're all hearing about, man, the effects and the explosions. I'm like, okay, is that not what the movie's supposed to be?
We have to praise ourselves.
These things. Why are we praising stuff that we should have been doing? Like, it's supposed to be an actor does it. Like, the person's an actor. That's what you're supposed to do. They're supposed to make me enjoy it. Not, do you understand? For me, I'll give it a 5 over 10. I'll give it a 5 over 10.
On that note, please hold on. We have another caller.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, John, calling from Ikorodu, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your take on the logic game? The logic game, yeah. Well, people want to win 5K. All right, so what's your answer? Where do you think the red ball is? 1, number 2, or number 3?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
We can hear you.
Okay, my answer is the red ball is on the
number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer, number 3.
All right. Thank you for calling. Thank you. We'll let you know if you won or not. All right. So, Maj, you were saying?
I'm just getting angry. Like, it's nice, 5 over 10 for me, but it's not all that. I think people are trying. They begin to try, right?
Yeah.
But we shouldn't make it look like, oh, people being in the nude or people we seeing explosives should be something like, oh my God, did you see? Like,
well, I feel you know that we as Nigerians here, the Nollywood space has drastically improved from where it was to where it is now,
as it should be.
As it should be, yes. So there's nothing wrong in people being amazed when they see something better than they used to see. I feel what the storyline revolves around, the whole courtesan lifestyle and everything that happens in that ghetto environment, they really brought it to life. Because normally, if you're talking about when you hear the word courtesan, I don't use the other word for it. You know that there's always going to be a case of nudity involved And that particular scene with Shaliwa, our beautiful Nasisime, is something that can happen because there's so many moments where ladies have been in that kind of vulnerable situations and they feel so exposed, and also she portrayed it very well, and it was meant to be. And people going around saying, "Oh, Nasisime went nude." She has come out to say, "You guys, it was my stunt double. It's not her. She was not even."
Well, even if it was her,
not.
Even if it was her, like you're an actor, like you.
Yeah, that scene was necessary. So it was necessary for.
These are the things that happen, and it could be a stunt double. But for me, I'll still stand on the fact that I'll give it a 5 or 10. That's it.
Well, I was impressed. So I was impressed because seeing all the stars there.
It was
this guy Pisco. What's his name? Peter. This is like his second time in him. Like he was in Lionheart.
I think Peter should. He should just
well.
stick to music, right? Actually. And his businesses and all.
So you didn't enjoy Femi Fernandez?
Nah. So yeah, nah.
Anyways, let's take a break from the whole drama here. Let's go on a quick music break and we'll be right back with Tea Time. Don't go nowhere.
Now.